Handwork is an important asset that every man needs to have, even if you have high-paid job. In Nigeria of today, a lot of youths don't want to learn any skill again. They don't want to learn handwork. I remember when growing up in my area then, we used to have a mechanic very close to my house. The man had about 10 or 15 apprentices at that time. The last time I went home, he only had just one. He's having just one apprentice now. It's showing that a lot of youth don't want to learn any skill again. What they want is how to get fast money, how to get rich quick. But the truth is, all this handwork are still very relevant and are still in high demand. Do you want to make money every day? Then consider providing solution to people every day. And you can't provide solution to people if you don't have the knowledge. And that is why in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 handwork that you can learn as a man. I have come to notice that females are even trying in learning skills, learning fashion designing, learning how to do makeup, learning, things there and there. But a lot of men, pardon me, I'm not being judgmental or one-sided here, but this is what I have noticed, that men or youth men of now, men, how should I put it, men are not really learning skills, especially these 10 that I want to mention, but they are in high demand. There's this saying, or the word of the truth, that says, you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Like the story of a young man that finished higher institution, and he was in hope of getting very good job, big course in school, and his mindset was just to come out and get a job. But when he got to labor market, as we used to quote it here in Nigeria, he kept on getting refusal, and the one he got was just 30,000 naira. And he thought of it, in the economy of today that we are in, how much will 30,000 naira cater for? Is it for his house rent, or for his food, or for his upkeep? What would 30,000 naira do? So this will show that just going to school is not enough for us to survive alone. Don't get me wrong. It is very good. Every one of us should, if you have the opportunity, go to school. But after school, what next? Learn something that you can use your hand to do. Nobody will take it away from you. Even after school, you get a very high-paid job. Your job can fail you at any time. You can be sacked at any time. And when you are being sacked, what next? What is the next thing for you? That's why you see a lot of people, they are into high-paid job before, but because they are being sacked or something happened at the long run, they come from 100% to 0% when it comes to their finances. And this is the truth that this young man has learned, that not just going to school alone will solve the problem, but also finding something to do with his hand, and venture into learning his skill. So what is the number one thing we are going to be talking about? They call them dirty people, getting hand dirty. Are you ready to get your hand dirty? Do you mind getting yourself dirty? Do you mind rolling on the floor a little bit to get clean money? Then learn how to repair vehicle. They call them vehicle mechanic. Virtually everybody in Nigeria owns a car. Even people that don't own a car now want to own a car. So, and at a point in time, the car gets spoiled. They want to service it. One radiator needs to be changed or the other. They need the service of a mechanic to do this for them. Do you want to provide this service and earn good cash from it? Then consider learning this skill. Yes, your hand may be dirty to collect the money, but trust me, you spend this money with a clean hand. They charge a huge amount of money to get this service done. Yeah. So if you want to consider doing something, please consider this. Because you realize that when you get to a mechanic shop now, you realize that you see elderly people into this business, because young people are not learning these skills again. Why don't you take the opportunity of the future and learn this? So let's go to number 2. Number 2 is phone repair. I'm sure you own a phone. I'm sure you have a phone. That is what you are using to watch me now. Maybe 10% of people watching me now, or 20%, will be using their laptop to watch it. But every one of us, we own a phone, mobile phone. At a point in time, the phone gets spoiled. You don't even know what is wrong with the phone. At this time, you need a service of a phone repairer. What if you are the one that they are coming to give the phone to? Are you not going to earn from it? And it doesn't take time for you to learn this skill. In fact, if you are even planning to go to school, this is good for you, because in your campus you become the champion and you become the money maker, because you render service and you earn money. So please consider doing this as a youth, even as an adult. No job is for only youth and for adults. Anybody can learn it. As a man, take up your courage and go ahead to learn how to repair a phone. Okay, so let's go to number 3. Number 3 is plumbing work. I don't know if you've experienced something with your toilet before that need the service of a plumber as urgent as possible. Imagine you going out and you just get to your house, you realize that after using the toilet, you realize that your excreta is coming out. What will be the next thing that will come to your mind? You need the service of a plumber. If a plumber is coming to you at that time, even if he's charging a huge amount of money for just little job, you don't have a choice than to pay him that time, because you need his service. What if you are now the one that they are going to call upon as at that time? Are you not going to charge and collect your money? You are. You know where a lot of us make mistake from is thinking less of these people, thinking that they are less privileged or they are less opportune. But we are wrong, because they are collecting that your unearned money that you spent hours to earn in your office. They are collecting it from you, in a twinkle of an eye, and they will just go. Just to do 1 or 2 things, to join some pipe together, they will tell you, bring 10,000 naira, your charge is 25,000 naira, and you'll be like, do you know how many days it take me to get this in my office? So do you, as a man, even as a married man, this is something I want you to consider learning. I have somebody very close to me that is into this. So he had the opportunity of travel out of the country, and when he got there, after providing his certificate, his masters, I'm a master holder now, the Oyibos, they were like, okay, so what else can you do? And he said, I'm a plumber. They said, okay, that is what we want to hear, because we want to know what you can do with your hand. And they were able to offer him a job. So what if he was unable to do anything? Do you think it will be okay for him at that point, or don't you think it's going to be difficult for him? If you are planning of traveling out or moving out of the country, consider learning. The next one I'm going to be mentioning is in high demand a whole lot of time, because their services are needed, in fact, every now and then. Barbers. Have you met a barber before? But a lot of people used to look down on these people. They believe it's a lazy man job. Maybe because, I don't know why, maybe because the duration at which they learnt it is very short, or some people just pick up the skill and they are able to do it. But these people are being paid hugely, because especially men, they cut their hair. Some cut their hair every 5 days. Some cut their hair every 7 days, every week. Imagine you depositing like 115 to somebody every week. How much do you think the person will be making? Not only you. Remember, it's not only you. And they don't really need a lot of equipment or so. They can even use the front of their house as their shop. just a small kiosk, and they are good to go. If you want to even go to school, or you are a copper in Nigeria, consider learning this. It's not a lazy man job. People that are into it, they know what they are doing, they know how much they are being paid. So consider learning this. Within 2 or 3 months, you can get this skill. You can even learn this online. That is one of the most sweetest thing about this skill. So consider it. So let's move to number 5. A friend of mine celebrated her birthday a year ago, and she shared her experience. She needed a good photo shoot, and she has already planned herself out, set up clothes, and she just walked into this beautiful studio to snap some pictures. And the man approached, in a good manner and said, okay, to get 5 copies of pictures, you're going to pay 35,000. And she was like, 5 pictures, is it going to be hard copy or soft copy? And he said, so the 5 is going to be soft copy. Imagine just snapping 5 pieces of pictures for 35,000 naira. Man, that is somebody's 30-day salary. And that will lead us to the next one, which is the 5th one, photography. Are you looking for a skill and work as a man that can earn you money at any time? Then consider learning how to snap pictures for people. This is in high demand everywhere, and you cannot go out of service. You will always be relevant. I saw a catalog, or is it catalog, or what did they call it? I just saw the price list. Okay, the price list of a photographer. I got opportunity to see it, and he started breaking it down for weddings, and 700,000 for this, 800,000 to get this, just like. And I was like, you don't mean it that these people earn this much. So if you want to be relevant and also want to earn or learn a skill that will earn you money as a man, then consider learning how to snap pictures. Good and quality one. And you can learn it anywhere from people around. Just approach them. They're going to charge you anyway. But within 6 months, you are now a professional. Then you have something that you can do with your hand. This video is becoming too lengthy, so let's continue in the next video. I'm going to stop here with this 5 skills. Do you want to know the rest 5 skills that you can learn as a man in this country, Nigeria, that we have? Even if you are planning to go out of the country, you need to know how to do these things. So keep on watching my video. Okay, so make sure you like the video and turn on the notification so that you will know when I post the part 2 of this video, because we are going to 10. So I'm going to be stopping at this 5 now because I don't want it to be too lengthy. So turn on your news and comment in the comment section below. Do you have an idea for me? Let me know in the comment section below. So see you in part 2.